Meet Joe. Joe has debt of 100,000 Rand. He has just received both a bonus of 20,000 Rand and a raise of 500 Rand. He needs help understanding his debt. He needs to know whether he should invest his new fortune or use it to settle his own debt. Let's see if we can help Joe out. So what is debt? Debt is an amount of money borrowed by one party from another. Many corporations and individuals use debt as a method for making large purchases that they could not afford under normal circumstances. Debt arrangement gives the borrowing party permission to borrow money under the condition that it is paid back at a later date, usually with interest. So what are the components of debt? The first component of debt is the term. The term is when the debt will be paid back. For example, a 5, 10 or 15-year period. The next aspect of debt is the interest rate. The interest rate indicates at what level interest will be paid on the debt. The next component of debt is the loan value. This is how much you originally taken out as a loan. From the other components we can calculate how much should be repaid. These repayments are normally done on a quarterly, monthly or annual basis, and it includes both the capital repayment and the interest repayment. If you change just one component of debt, it has a major effect on all the other factors. So why do people use debt? Debt helps people make purchases that they could not otherwise afford by allowing them to pay items off with small monthly payments that include the price of the item as well as the interest. There are two different categories of debt that you can accumulate. The first category is personal debt. Personal debt, often called bad debt, results from the purchase of an asset that will likely depreciate in value over time. This includes borrowing for such items as a new car, clothes, furniture. Bad debt gives short-term pleasure and then long-term gain. It really is as simple as that. Note that not all personal debt is bad. It is important to note why you have it in the first place and to what degree it is necessary. Financing a car because it gets you to work or school may be an acceptable form of personal debt. Purchasing a new car on a whim is not. Each situation should be weighed differently. The second category of debt is investment debt. Investment debt, often called good debt, results from the purchase of an asset that will likely appreciate in value over time. This includes borrowing for education, for the purchase of a new home, or even starting a new business. There is, however, dangers to debt. Although debt can be helpful in many cases, it can also become a burden and a hazard to your financial and personal well-being. If you start falling behind on your debt, you may find that it's difficult to catch up. If you fall behind on payments for your secured debt, the creditors may repossess those assets. This is because you dig a deeper hole every month as interest and possible late payment fees add up. Having too much debt can affect how future creditors do business. Lenders want to ensure that you have enough money to pay them back, but if you're already carrying a large debt load, the chances of the lender being able to count on you to make consistent payments goes down. High amounts of debt may result in higher interest rates, lower credit limits and loan amounts, or outright denial of credit applications. The stress of debt can also cause health problems. People with large amounts of debt also report an increase in mental and emotional issues, such as depression, anger, and sleeplessness. We should have a better understanding of how to use debt properly now. In the next video, we will take a more detailed look at the factors affecting debt